Hello, Freshman Composition 2 folks. My name is Calantha. I am your librarian for your time in comp, but also if any of you end up doing anything in the business school, in professional programs in human services, or in English, I am your person. So today what I want to do is just briefly introduce the library resources that are going to be most helpful for you. You have two essays that are coming up. In particular, we're going to have to find some resources. So I want to prepare you for that. And the very first thing that you need to do is actually get to the library's homepage. For those who don't know already, you do that by going to ECU homepage, and then you scroll all the way down to the bottom. And over here, library is at the top of this right-hand column. You click on that, and this is what it looks like. Now for this particular class, and really any class that you're in with me, I have created a online resource page specific for your class. And you get to that by scrolling down a little bit and clicking on course resources and tutorials. And then it's by subject area, so you're going to click on English and languages, and then Freshman Composition 2, Dorsey. Okay, so first, hey, there's my face. So I am your librarian. There's a lot of different ways that you can contact me. Since I'm not going to be able to see you guys in person this semester, I think it's especially important that you guys know that you can ask me any questions that you have, particularly when you get diving into your research. I have plenty of comp students that will, email me, and you can do that right here, or you can use my email address right here, or they'll call me. You can do that. Here's my phone number. And also, you can schedule a face-to-face appointment with me. So if you're struggling to find an appropriate topic, or you are in the midst of your research and you're just not pulling up what you think you really need, or you are trying to format your resources in MLA, any of those are solid reasons to contact me. And you can schedule an appointment by clicking on Schedule Appointment, and then clicking on the day that works best for you, and the time that works best for you, and then just answering a few simple questions just so I can know what class you're in, maybe who your professor is, what exactly you need my help with. You have the option to upload your either your paper itself if you need help formatting it, or your assignment requirements. You can do that here. You also can meet in person or over the phone, depending on what works best for you. Okay, and then for the guide itself, you can go to the Plan tab, and this outlines your first essay, which is about ethical issues relating to technology, and it's kind of influence the effects on social change. So here are the basic assignment guidelines. Obviously, check with your professor and your Blackboard class shell for more specific requirements. I also have brought out some tutorials that might be helpful specifically when it comes to choosing a topic and getting ready to figure out what are the actual keywords that you need to use to find resources, because you do need, as you can see up here, at least 3 credible outside sources. Okay, so to find those sources, you can click on the Search tab. I have the Cat Pack over here. You might remember this from Comp 1, but basically the Cat Pack is your way of searching through all of our physical items. I also have a link to a tutorial that can kind of walk you through that if you forget. I also have links to specific databases, and just to remind you, those are all of our electronic items. You can use CQ Researcher. This is really, really useful to get a lot of background information on your topic. Discovery Service for Everything literally searches everything that we have that's electronic. I have a tutorial down here that's going to walk you through some more basics on how to search in the Discovery Service if you're trying to narrow and just struggling to narrow down to what would be considered credible sources, or you're just trying to get it more specific to your topic. Over here, I also have links to a couple of things. First one is interlibrary loan. This is basically where we can find pretty much most anything for you. So if you're looking for a particular article, you're looking for a particular book, and we don't have it, we can actually request it from another library because we love to share. And then also we have document delivery. Now, because you all are taking an online class, this kind of works for you. So if you if you're a distance learner and you're not able to get to campus, you can request that a book or an article is sent directly to you. Particularly for the book, that can be mailed to you. So just keep that in mind. Okay, and then you need to find credible sources. Now, I'm not going to dive in this too deeply because I'm trying to keep this pretty short and simple, but if you are not sure whether or not a source is credible, I have had plenty of students who actually just emailed me links to their sources and said, hey, will this actually work? So I can do that as well. But then if you want to use our online resources, I have actually given you a couple of tutorials that are going to walk you through, whether or not something could be considered credible. And then if you were using on the web, the kind of things that you should look for. I also have kind of a questionnaire. It's called the CRAP test that you can use just to triple check that your source is actually something that's reliable and that will meet your assignment requirements. And then if you go to the use tab, this is where I have all your MLA stuff. So if you have any questions about, how do I cite, an article or a website that you find, I've given you the main format to follow. I've also provided you with a couple tutorials that'll walk you through it. There's a handbook. I also over here have a link to the Writing Center, and then you can look for more examples of formats. You can look here, or you can go to Purdue OWL. Also, just think of me as like the MLA queen. So again, if you just want to email me your paper and ask me, whether or not something is formatted correctly. Now, I cannot edit your paper. That's the Writing Center, but I can look at the formatting, specifically of the citations, and make sure that they are correct. So please just keep that in mind. Just a reminder, if you go to the main tab, this is where you'll find all of my resources, my different contact information. So please, keep me in mind throughout the semester if you need anything at all. I hope you guys have a wonderful semester and an absolutely wonderful day.